Good morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you may be around the world watching Rwanda television. I'm glad you're able to join us for this edition of the news. My name is Sarah Shinhori. First, the headlines. Rwandans and foreigners alike are commending the government of Rwanda for its continued investment in sports and entertainment. The S&P Global Ratings have affirmed Rwanda's sovereign credit rating at B+B, reflecting continued confidence in the country's economic stability and resilience. And on the international scene, the DRC's Minister of Health has traveled to Bunia as authorities in that country step up their response to Ituri province's deadly Ebola epidemic. Now let's move straight to the details. Rwandans and foreign visitors are commending the government of Rwanda for its continued investment in sports and entertainment, noting that the sector is playing a growing role in boosting the country's economy and creating jobs for different categories of citizens. Adam Squizera with more on that.
Rwanda aims to position itself as a hub for conference tourism, international sports and entertainment events. This sector is among those that strongly recovered following the COVID-19 pandemic, which had severely affected global tourism and events industries. According to the figures from Rwanda Development Board (RDB), Rwanda hosted 104 conferences and events in 2022, bringing together more than 35,000 participants from around the world and generating over $62.4 million in revenues. Among those attending their sporting and entertainment events are both Rwandans and international visitors, many of whom praise the country's high-quality organization and modern infrastructure that enhance their overall experience.
And I'm excited to be at BAL 6th edition. This is my second time and I'm like, yes, because BAL has always been fun. I'm excited the most to see Bien. That's my guy. I love the artist, I love his songs and whatever he stands for. And yeah, Kenya is not playing this time, but we're here to support Rwanda. You know, we're together like this. So yeah, looking forward to the games and the performance. And being in Rwanda has really been exciting for me, especially when it comes to events. I love going for events a lot. Every event, I'm there. And shout out to Visit Rwanda and RDB. Big Arena for all these artists you bring.
However, I've been attending BL season, so this is BL season 6, and I'm very excited. This is my second BL season as Rwanda, my home. Rwanda's been amazing. The concerts at BK Arena has been a smash, and just loving the atmosphere and loving everyone who's like come from all over Africa to witness this greatness.
The meetings, incentives, conferences and exhibitions has also created employment opportunities, especially for young people working in hotels, restaurants, and related services.
We definitely engage more supplies from our chain, our food chain, and all the logistics to be able to cater. So you'll find a lot of activity comes in as a ripple effect to any event that is going on in the city. So you'd find farmers getting more orders from the hotels, all the suppliers get more, we must source for more, more supplies to be able to cater for them.
The CEO of Q Venue Solutions, which manages facilities including BK Arena, Amahoro Stadium, and Zaria Court, praised the collaboration between the government of Rwanda and partners in organizing international conferences, sports competitions, and entertainment events.
We always approach and look at these venues as key contributors towards the MICE sector. And with that, we have to bring the management to really unlock the opportunity of these venues playing the right role in the MICE sector. And for us, if you look at MICE as a general point, it really focuses more on your meetings, exhibitions, those sort of events. And what we are able to bring with the venue now through strategic management, through the partnership with the government of Rwanda, is a new component, is really something that supports the ecosystem, and that's the sports and entertainment. But these venues are not limited to just that.
In 2023, Rwanda generated more than $95 million from conference and event tourism, representing a 48% increase compared to 2022. During the same year, the country hosted more than 160 conferences and entertainment events, including the 73rd FIFA Congress and Trace Africa Awards. Industry players emphasized the sector's contribution to national development. President of BL, Amadou Galufal, spoke about this during the official opening of Zaria Court as one of the facilities aimed at promoting sports development.
When we launched the Basketball Africa League, we talked about this being an economic growth engine for the continent that is going to create jobs, that is going to have innovative entrepreneurs think about what else can we build in the ecosystem, because we wanted to build the entire ecosystem, and that's what you guys have really done here, in terms of Zaria Court.
In 2024, Rwanda hosted 150 international conferences and entertainment events, attended by more than 52,000 participants, generating over $84 million in revenue. Hosting such sports and entertainment events also depends on the country's infrastructure capacity. Amao Stadium alone can accommodate more than 45,000 seats, while Big Arena can host more than 10,000 people. These facilities are complemented by investment partners, including Masai Ujiri, the co-founder of Zaria Group.
We have to educate ourselves more. We have to inform ourselves more. We have to look at what best practices are and how it works around the world. We also have to work together. We all have to work together. When you mention public-private partnerships, we all have to be in this together. Everybody has to understand it, whether it's government, whether it's the private sector, anywhere you can think of, everybody you can think of. We have to bring this together, because sports, entertainment, and the creative industry is underrated, and we are not informed in Africa as much as we should be as a business. Yeah, and that's where we need to grow.
2025 was particularly significant for Rwanda as the country hosted the UCI Road World Championships 2025, reinforcing Rwanda's ability to organize world-class sporting events. This was followed by FIFA Series 2026 earlier this year, as well as the Basketball Africa League, which Rwanda hosted for the 6th edition since the competition began. President Paul Kagame says sports activities not only elevate Rwanda's tourism profile, but also generate broader economic and social benefits.
Necessarily unifies people. So that is very important. So in this case, for Rwanda's case, which we have seen a lot of benefits, we can see how it has increased numbers in tourism. People want to come to Rwanda, some tangible and others very intangible.
In its 2025 annual report, the Rwanda Development Board (RDB) indicated further growth in MICE revenues, with Rwanda earning over $93.7 million, up from $84 million recorded in 2024.
The American credit rating agency S&P Global Ratings has affirmed Rwanda's sovereign credit rating at B+B, reflecting continued confidence in the country's economic stability and resilience. The assessment is based on prudent fiscal management, strong economic performance, and Rwanda's ability to withstand global economic shocks. Olive Nete with the details.
According to the report, Rwanda's economy grew by 9.4% in 2025, compared to 7.3% growth in 2024, highlighting the country's sustained economic momentum. The positive outlook is expected to further strengthen investor confidence among both local and international investors seeking opportunities in Rwanda.
Organized the different meetings with the regulator, which is the National Bank of Rwanda. We had a meeting with BNR, We had a meeting with 3 private banks, and we had a meeting also with the biggest institution supplying mobile money here in Rwanda. And we also met the Kigali International Finance Center. Those institutions, we met them easily. Those investors who came to Rwanda, they were very happy, and they become now the ambassadors of Rwanda abroad.
I'm in deep love now with Rwanda. Sure. And in that journey, of course, what I decided, the life is much more easier. Rule of law, you go to the government departments, you get easy hosting, you get proper customer care. I haven't faced any corrupt situation where you are forced to do something to get served. There was no even single experience as such, which we faced in different places in the past. So all those beautiful things to talk about why I decided to stay here with my family, with my kids who are going in school here. So it has been a lovely journey.
The latest Standard & Poor's assessment adds to previous international ratings by Moody's and Fitch ratings, which also recognize Rwanda among countries with stable and well-managed economies. The governor of the Central Bank of Rwanda, Soraya Hakuziyaremye, notes that the government will continue implementing measures aimed at sustaining economic growth despite ongoing uncertainty in the global economy.
Rwanda's growth ambitions remain strong, but unlocking them will require sustained structural reform, improvements in governance, regulatory efficiency, and the ease of doing business. Those are critical to enhancing productivity and attracting private investment. And I must say it's easier said than done when we look at the environment we're currently working in. But these reforms represent a clear opportunity to unlock a reform dividend that can support higher, more inclusive growth over the medium term.
The report further underscores the strategic importance of the construction of the new Kigali International Airport, noting its expected contribution to expanding air connectivity, boosting tourism, and accelerating Rwanda's long-term economic transformation. Economist John Bosco Kalisa says such international credit ratings play a critical role in guiding investors when determining where to channel their investments.
Especially driven by service sector, tourism, trading, and also the export. So that also gives a confidence to both local and foreign investors. Another consideration, of course, relates to our institution, the ability and the capability to strengthen and enhance our institution in terms of public service delivery. Our institutions are rated very high in terms of performance, in terms of public service delivery across all the institutions of the government and the private sector. Rwandan economy, Rwandan private sector both have demonstrated a high level of resilience, the ability to withstand or absorb the shocks, external shocks. Despite all the external shocks we are grappling with. But above all, also our tourism sector is recording a double-digit growth.
In its assessment, S&P assigned Rwanda a B+ rating, indicating a stable and credible economy with manageable financial risk. The report notes that 89% of Rwanda's external debt consists of long-term concessional loans with low interest rates, reducing repayment pressure and supporting investments in strategic infrastructure and sustainable development projects.
In Kayonza district, maize and soybean farmers are set to receive infrastructure support, including drying shelters and crop drying machines aimed at reducing post-harvest losses. The initiative will be implemented through cooperation between the Rwanda Agriculture and Animal Resources Development Board and its partners, the International Fund for Agricultural Development, as well as the Embassy of France. The support is part of the Farm P3 program, which seeks to strengthen the agriculture and food sector. The initiative is being implemented through the second phase of the Kayonza Integrated Irrigation and Watershed Management Project. It aims to address food shortages affecting the district as a result of climate change. Farmers who have already benefited from the project say they previously struggled to achieve satisfactory yields, but that after receiving support and training, significant improvements have been observed. Marta Parra, the who oversees French government programs in East Africa and the Indian Ocean, has affirmed that the project will continue helping farmers to access training and other essential equipment needed to improve their agricultural activities.
It's quite impressive, I had to admit it. So it's a comprehensive project addressing lots of issues from climate resilience to access to market. And so France is very happy to be part of this project. So we are providing funds through IFAD, especially to work on post-harvest losses reduction. This is a key point. So if you reduce post-harvest losses, it means that you are saving work, you are saving water, you are saving inputs, you are saving greenhouse gas emission, and at the end you are increasing farmers' revenue. So it's about post-harvest losses, and also it's about access to market. So farmers, in order to produce, they should have some insurance that they will be able to sell their product at a fair price. And so this project is engaging very closely with the private sector. And so this morning we have been visiting a cooperative which is producing a new crop here in their village, soybeans. And so they have developed contracts with some private sectors which support them to do this crop and which will buy their crops. So there is an insurance for the farmers to sell their crops. So project implemented by the government of Rwanda through IFAD financing is providing awareness, is providing training, on-site training, is linking the farmers, the cooperative with the private sector. And so basically the project is a facilitator and brings innovation and brings new ideas. And again, at the end, what matters is increasing the revenue of farmers. The awareness and training, which is the most critical part and most important part. The project will provide some grants, to the cooperative for them to be equipped in modern equipment such as drying shelters and also some drying mechanical dryer. Thank you. And so the idea behind that, of course, is to reduce dramatically post-harvest losses. So,
the acting mayor of Kayonza district, Fred Hategekimana, has confirmed that the Farm P3 project is helping farmers address many of the challenges they previously faced.
Attention is close collaboration with all stakeholders involved, of course, including the beneficiaries, that is the community, the people in our district. But if we work closely, that is all stakeholders, QIB, LAB, IFAD, and other stakeholders. We hope that that synergy of bringing all the efforts together, it will achieve the project on timeline. Yeah. Of course, each and every project has the lifespan. Of course, even this project group will come to an end. What we can urge to our community is to be ready in terms of capacity building and be ready to take off once the project is phased out. The project will phase out, but the infrastructure will remain. It's their responsibility and obligation to remain with the project and to be part of the sustainability of the project. And they should be aware that this is the government investment that have come to support them and to improve their livelihood. They should also be ready to take over once the project is done, so that the project is sustainable and it serves them for so long.
Farm P3 will bring together public and private sector institutions with the goal of improving the livelihoods of around 4,000 small-scale farmers in Kayonza district by reducing post-harvest losses. The project will use reliable systems for crop storage and processing, while also helping farmers access markets for their produce. I hope you don't go anywhere as the programs continue on Rwanda Television. And until I see you again, it is goodbye from me.